Big wow, as we say here. You're going to develop and learn from the leaders in the business, and it's all under this hood right here. It's called Craftaganza. It's going to enable you to improve your techniques. There's live tutorials. There's actually 10 live tutorials. There's actually 11 because you also get at the end, we'll talk about that. You get the storage box. They cover 3D embossing and cutting, the shape cards, flower foaming, coloring, outlining, embossing, paper piercing, ink pad blending, everything. Everything is under one lid. I wish, well, you actually do get Sara Davies to go with it as well.
I'll come home with you.
She's amazing. I learned a lot of what I know, even in my own little candle business. I did from Sara because she's so wonderful. You guys have seen her all over. She's been with us for years and years, and she
19 years.
Has it been 19?
19 years. This is my last time in the studio. 19 years.
Were you like 10?
Yeah, I was still in the pram. Let's just go with that. I was still in the pram.
I love all that footage of you. Look at all that great stuff. Anyway, we are doing a one-day deal. So normally this would be over $300. Today we are doing it for $159.95. We have single ship, and then we also have the auto ship, which everybody is going nuts for.
I'm just going to tell you now, if you're sitting on the fence, do not place your order until I've explained to you what auto ship is, right? Yes. I will get to that in a couple of minutes. However, I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to put my neck on the line and say, this is hands down the most poignant and best today special I have brought in 19 years. So for those of you that don't know, okay, we've been running Craftaganza. It's a weekend program. We've been running it for 15 years. So I did my first one 15 years ago. I had 35 ladies from all over the UK come and join us, and we taught classes all weekend. Every year it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And 5 years ago we had our biggest one ever. We had hundreds of people flying from America, from across Europe, amazing event. And then the pandemic happened, which meant we stopped having Craftaganza every year. And everybody's kept saying to us, why can you not do it virtually? Why can we not do that? This is the first time we've been able to do that and bring it virtually. So what you've got is a crafting retreat for the weekend that you can do from the comfort of your own home. Like you just saw that in the video, whether it's you and your friend doing it together, you and your daughter or your son doing it together. Maybe it's you doing it with a group of friends and having them round, or you're on your own and you're going to be joining our community of thousands of people around the world. The 21st and 22nd of June, mark it in your calendar. If you aren't available to do it live with us, don't worry, because you got access to watch them videos at any point that suits you. But if you can join us live, this is going to be the best weekend you have all year. Now, here's what I'm doing, Guy, right? I'm working on the assumption that as a crafter watching today, you've already got paper, well, you don't need paper, scissors, glue, and a die cutting machine. As long as you have a die cutting machine, everything else I've taken care of. So you have 10 classes, and we're going to take the classes one at a time over the course of the weekend, but we send you 10 classes and a core kit. So if you have a little look down the front here, your core kit is $80 worth of value. So you get a set of alcohol pens, you get a set of watercolor pens, you get a set of water reactive ink pads, you get a set of duet blending ink pads, you get your core ink pads to do all of your stamping for watercolor, for alcohol pen blending. You're going to get pots of glitter paste in there. So your core toolkit that you use across the 10 projects is coming in there, and that's worth $80, right? Then gets exciting.
Open the box.
So Saturday morning, we'll kick off around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll say, right guys, get out number 1. We'll bring out kit number 1 in each of these kits. So when you're ready to go, this is going to be when we are using this one here, right? So we're going to do this project here. So with this project, all the stuff that you need then comes in this folder. Now, Guy, just to give you an idea, look at this. This would be a $22, $23 die set.
Yep.
This would be a $10 embossing folder. The special watercolor paper that you need is all included in there, everything, so that we can make this card together. We're going to do this 10 times. What I will say is, at the end of the 2 days, you will be bereft. It'll be like, oh my God, it's finished. What am I going to do now? This is when you don't worry, because exclusively available from HSN. Those of you that join at HSN do not need the front to end at the end of Sunday night. You can then buy the AutoShip program. However, we have limited numbers of AutoShip available. And what you get with AutoShip is you've got, look at that. In October, the postie's going to turn up. You're going to get your next kit out, which will be class number 11. Now we're going to have the classes. In October, we'll all get together and we'll learn quilling. And then in November, we'll start and do Build-A-Wreath ready for Christmas. And in December, we're going to start working on pearl powders. Then in December, I'll ship you the next 3 and we'll do a class in January, 1 in February, 1 in March. In March, I'll ship you the next 3, Guy. And then we're going to be doing 1 in April and May and June. And then in June, I'm going to send you the last 3. We do them in June, July and August. And then you'll be bereft.
The fun will
least you've had another hour.
The fun
another
will not
year.
end. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Well, what's going to happen is on the 21st and 22nd, that's going to ignite everybody. Everybody's going to go crazy. And then you're going to be like, you're going to be hungry for more, which is why AutoShip is so great, because when you sign in for AutoShip, you're going to be involved in all those future classes as well. So it really is great. 091 789 is the item number if you want to get it. It's normally $229. We took $70 off. All right, we're doing $750 all day, no matter what you buy in crafting. But I love the fact, Sara, that you cover so many different things in the classes themselves. So if there's a particular area where you're not strong and you're like, oh, I really, really, really got to make that one. And I also love the fact that if you miss one of them, they're still available to you online.
Take your time. Exactly, because I know, hey, it's a lot doing 10 classes over a weekend. You might just want to have a break at one point.
You got to get out with the kids,
You can take the class at any point, right? And they are me. It's me teaching the classes, apart from when they get a little bit advanced for me, and then I'll be joining in the class, and my head of product development will be teaching it. So do you want to see what we're going to learn?
Yeah.
So we're going to start off here with this project here, where we're going to be doing some die cutting, some 3D embossing, and some advanced colouring, right? Once we've done a bit of colouring, we're then going to progress on to shape cards. So from this one here, you're going to get the template that you need, you're going to get the die set, and just to give you an idea, because I've actually got the kit down here for number 2, just to show you the value for money, kit number 2, when you open it up, is this one here. So there's all of your different shades of grey cardstock, your template we're going to work with. I mean, that's another $20 die set. So bear in mind, every folder that you're getting of tools, you're probably getting $20, $25 worth of kit in there. Then we move on to number 3. Now, I tell you what, Saturday afternoon you're going to love, because we're going to be doing foam flower creating. So you get the stamens guy, you get the foam flowers, you get the papers, you get the die cuts. Again, it's everything you need to do this class. At number 4, we're then going to progress on to some art. Now, this is advanced watercolouring techniques.
Pretty.
This class alone, this is an hour-and-a-half class. So we're all going to sit down together and we're all going to craft together. So it's not like the Sara that you're used to. It's not like Speedy Gonzalez, wind her up and she's got 3 minutes to teach you this technique live on HSN because someone's shouting in her ear when we're moving on.
That's all the time we get out here.
That's all you get out of me there. No, I'm coming into your home for the weekend. Stick me on the big screen. You've got like a big 50-inch. Broadcast me on the big screen, which you can do because it'll all be broadcast through YouTube. Put me on the big screen and we're going to sit and we're going to gossip and chinwag, and you're going to be with thousands of other people around the world, and we're all going to be doing this card. We're not stopping until everybody's finished.
I love that.
We're going with that to be all. So we're doing outline stamping. We're doing paper piecing. So that is the last class that we'll do. I've tried to wind down a little bit Saturday night, so we get like, a little bit of relaxation.
It's a long
doing
day.
that. Then Sunday kicks off. And I'm going to tell you now, so Sunday, this is where we're going, okay? Now, this is beyond my level of capability now, so this is when Leann comes in, my head of product development. She's going to teach us all, me included, because I'm taking the class, on how to do these amazing blended techniques with our duet ink pads. Now, to put this into perspective, Guy, those duet ink pads are $8.95 an ink pad. You've got 3 of the coloured ink pads in there to get you started. You've then got the extra bonus where you do the black stamping. You've got the specialist ink pad for that comes in. We're going to go there's loads. We're going to move on to things like your decoupage. We're going to be doing masked stamping. We're going to be doing shaker cards. We're going to be doing glitter cards. Here is how I want you to think of it, okay? If you were going to do a retreat for the weekend, and I'm telling you now, because I teach a lot of these types of classes remotely now for companies all over the world, it's generally about $50 to take a class that's a couple of hours where we would send you the kit, right? You're getting 10 of those. So if you just take it as an average of $50, that's $500 worth of classes. Then you've got your $80 worth of kit, right? We're doing that at the $159 price point. Now, when I explain about the AutoShips as well and how we've priced all of this, instead I've tried to do this at the most affordable price ever, okay? Because I wanted all of you watching at home to be able to, because you can use the HSN Flex Pay, it's not $159 to pull out now. You can be paying for this over the next few months, which makes it more affordable for everyone. And then with the AutoShips, what we're going to do is, so if you think of 10 classes at $159, so it's working out about $16 a class, right? Yeah. When we do the AutoShips, it's $49.95 for the 3 AutoShips, and you only pay shipping and handle $3.50 for that one set of 3 instead of paying it every month. And it's working out $16 $16, $17 a class. So it's if you get into the AutoShip program, not only is that AutoShip program exclusive, but you are getting the same value on the AutoShips as you are going to be getting on the main Craftaganza. But that is you sorted for 12 months.
The AutoShip is locked in at $49.95. So that's for those of you that want to continue on, which is most of you. Most people are getting AutoShip because they realize that I mean, listen, I've taken classes, college classes. I know how expensive all that is.
Yep.
This is very, very affordable, and it's something you love to do. And it's going to bring you from this level to this level. And there might be a lot of things that maybe you're not really good at. They will be covered because so many things are covered in the first 10 classes.
That's the idea.
And remember, it's 5 classes a day,
Five classes a
for
day.
2 days. And remember, it's June 21st and June 22nd. Those are the days. Write that down. Make sure you memorize or put that on your calendar somewhere, and then just get started. And don't fear if you can't hit every class, because they're available to you later.
They are indeed.
You can tap into them whenever you want. Once you order this, you're good to go. You can watch them at your leisure. Look at the deal. For that amount of work, when you think about it, plus it's you guys. It's you.
I want to set an expectation and smash it out the park.
I know.
Whatever you are expecting for how awesome that weekend is going to be, I'm telling you, my expectation is 10 times bigger.
So much fun.
We are having the best time. And what I want you to understand, if you're watching and you're thinking, I'd love to do this, and I'd love to get my Auntie Sue to do it with me, but she's never crafted before, bring her along. Get her a kit as well. So what we always did with Craftaganza is we would have a lot of our crafters come along, but a lot of people didn't want to come on their own. They'd bring somebody along who'd never crafted before. I was on a one-woman mission to make sure by the time they left, just look at the 4 ladies that are crafting there.
So much fun.
One of them had never crafted before.
Yep.
So it's every level of crafter will take you from beginner or right up to an advanced person. You'll just get a different result at the end, and you can practice. But also, you are getting those tools. So you are starting, and remember, every one of these kits, let me take
this
out
is
something
full of stuff, by the way. There's all kinds of stuff in here.
So when we come to do this class, like I said, Sunday morning, get out your class 6, slightly more advanced. Everything you need to do that project is either in this folder or it's in your core Get Started class kit. So I'm going to run you through that class kit just one more time, okay? So I'm working on the assumption that what you have at home is you've already got things like paper trimmer, glue, scissors, right? I'm not assuming that you've got quality cardstock. I have a little bit of a different benchmark when it comes to top quality stuff. You know our cardstock's the best in the world. I want you to do watercolouring on the best quality watercolouring card, then you get the best results. The kit, though, that I'm going to send you is about $80 worth. So you are getting in there 9 of your alcohol markers. You're getting 9 of the watercolour markers. You're going to be getting a set of our water reactive ink pads. You're going to be getting a set of our duet ink pads. These are really special. And if you don't understand what all those types of ink pads are, that's what I'm here to teach you about. You're going to learn how to do the different techniques. We're going to be getting the Finesse alcohol-proof ink. You're going to be getting the Finesse waterproof ink, so that when we do our watercolouring and our alcohol blending, you get the best equipment to use. You've got glitter pastes in there. When we come to do the glitter pasting class, I'm going to give you the spatula tools that you need to get all of that. All of these different things, I am sending you everything you need to get started when we do flower forming. I've given you the dye, I've given you the flower forming foam, I've given you the stamens. When we do glitter paste, I've given you the stencils, I've given you the black card, I've given you everything you need so that you can just sit down and absolutely have a whale of a time.
And I think it's important that your stuff is of such high quality. And I think a lot of people out there, when they begin crafting, they don't realize that that makes a big difference. Using really, really good quality papers, really good quality tools, that's half the battle right there. Because I mean, honestly, it's like I was saying before, I may not be a great golfer, but I will get the best golf equipment I can get.
Because it'll make you be the best, and that's how you improve.
Very forgiving, it's long lasting, it's a better quality product. And when you think about what you're getting here, when you think about 10 classes, $159.95. If it was just for the classes, it's a steal of a deal. But you're throwing in all the product that you need to do each, and the best.
Card there.
Look at how beautiful.
You get the stamps, you get the special ink that you need, you get the pens to do the colouring, you then get the masks, and we're going to sit down, and this is the really important bit. If it takes us 2 hours to all make that card together, we will spend the 2 hours. It is not the Sara you're used to. When you experience me here at HSN, or even when you watch me on YouTube, YouTube's a slightly slowed down version of me, but I'm just going like the clappers like this. When I'm teaching, It's a totally different experience. We wind down, we sit down, we do it together, and we all work through this together. And practice makes perfect. I'm going to teach you how to get them perfect watercolouring techniques. I'm going to be showing you how to do paper piecing and get these results. We're going to be looking at things like, and I've done a mix of die cutting and then watercolouring, embossing. We've done outline embossing. Oh, we're going to do things like your shaker cards, your glitter paste, your three-dimensional decoupage. So what I wanted is, those of you, it's all card making, guys. We're sticking with all card making. But if you love to make cards and you want to progress, this is the way to do it. Now, I will say though, there are a limited number of the AutoShips available.
You can see what, you can almost see what we have left.
I'm seeing the number going down.
So I got about 700 available in AutoShip and about 650 or so, even less than that now in single ship. Most people are going the AutoShip. I mean, because then it doesn't end, right? Then it goes on and on, because you are going to get so hyped up over this and have so much fun with friends and family members, neighbors, whoever you're going to do it with. And remember, you have access to Sara and her expert team like you don't normally get here. You know, unfortunately, like I get to see her live maybe once or twice a year. If I'm lucky, I get to see you, because you're busy, and it's, you know, you got to come across you know, the oceans and all that stuff, and you're a busy person. So I get a very quick, short amount of time, and it's the same with you. We don't get that time, like an hour and a half or 2 hours, where we can focus on one thing. We're always going, okay, 8 minutes there, 9 minutes there, 10 minutes there, and a lot of you miss out on a lot of that. What's wonderful about the classes is you get that personalized, sort of like, I don't have to rush.
Exactly.
I can get through this.
And also, and I'm not being funny, but we're not selling anything. So when we're doing the classes, we're not there. There's nobody giving you how many
we call that call to action.
We've got none of this going on, right?
Which we have to do.
That's what we have to do. Whereas actually, when we're at home, it's so much more relaxed.
I was going to say chill, right?
It's really chill, especially the colouring classes. I love to colour. We call it the Sara colouring coma. So that's why some of the more advanced colouring classes, Leann is going to teach us. So Leann's my head of product development. She's worked with me for 15 years. She taught me everything I know about colouring. It's her and I teaching all of the classes. So either I'll be teaching you myself, or I'll be hosting that class, and then I'll be taking the class with you, and Leann will be teaching you. I don't want any of you sitting there watching thinking, this is too advanced for me. I can't do that. That's another level for what I can do. I'm telling you now, I will get you there. We will do it together. If you've never done shaker cards before, maybe you've never done glitter paste work before, maybe you've never had the confidence to try it, the beauty with this is 10 different projects. You can sit down and we can work through them together. And I'll tell you exactly what will happen. We'll all start together on the first one. We'll all be doing this wonderful project. We'll be starting to learn how to get the watercolor technique. We'll be blending this through. We'll be getting these finishes. And then actually you might get to the end of that and think, oh, that was lovely. Do you know what? This next class, I'm just going to sit and watch, and I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to have a little bit crack on with everyone. That's English for chit-chat. I'm going to have a little bit crack on with everybody. And the beautiful thing is, because we're making a completely different card, you might just want to have a relax from doing the actual project, but just chat with people. There's going to be thousands of people in that group, live on that stream, chatting along with you. My other staff are going to be there as well, my other crafters, taking the classes, chatting with everybody. For me, the learning is almost secondary. You are investing in yourself. You would pay, I mean, you couldn't go away for the weekend for $159, could you not?
No.
But that's what, and do you know how I would think of it, right? You are getting $80 worth of core kit. So if we take that $160, $159 that you pay, and take out the fact that you're getting $80 worth of kit.
Classes are 80 bucks.
That's then another 80 bucks. So that's 40 bucks for Saturday, 40 bucks for Sunday. So you are doing a set of 5 classes for less than the price you'd be expecting to pay for one of those classes. $40 a day to sit down, and I'm telling you now, you will have the best weekend.
Well, they're with the best. They're going to be with the best teacher.
Well, I mean, I can't say that.
Let me say the best teachers.
You can say that.
No, but you are. I mean, and think about that. And many of you have followed Sara for years and years and years. You know what she can do, and you know how wonderful she is, how diverse, and all the different things that she does. This is going to be fun. You don't want to miss out on it, guys. And we are getting down there. We're in the 600s on AutoShip and the 600s on single ship. So if you want to get it, remember, doesn't matter which one you buy, everybody will get the craft kit.
You all get that.
And you'll get the lessons, you get all that stuff. But if you want to get AutoShip, That's the one that continues on throughout the year. You continue, and that's only $49.95 with reduced shipping on that as well. And we'll throw that information up to you as well. But most people are buying AutoShip because they really don't want it to end. And I think that's what it is about Sara's personality and Sara's stuff. It is once you get your hooks in it, it's so much fun. And you have a community that you can relate to, and that's a big deal too. I love that it's live streaming and they're gonna be able to connect with all these different friends.
It's the connection.
Right?
So I know people who've made friends through being in our community. We've got a group of girls, actually, they live here in Florida. So they became friends through our community, through chit-chatting with each other. They now meet up once a month to sit and craft together. This went live on the HSN website over the weekend at the higher price, I might add. They were so worried about selling out. All 6 of them ordered theirs at the weekend, planned the weekend in. Someone's baking, somebody else is hosting. They're all going to take and those girls are going to get together and have the best weekend of the year sitting crafting together. If you're sitting at home thinking, well, I'd love to do that, but I don't have any crafty friends, right? Give me till the 22nd of June. In fact, give me till lunchtime on the 21st of June.
You'll have hundreds.
And you'll find your tribe. You will find your tribe. That is the big difference here. I think whatever type of crafting, you're watching the shows today because you love to make cards. We all do. I know that every one of these cards, even sitting, so I always work on the basis of if I can knock it out in about half an hour sitting at home, that's up to a 1.5 hour class by the time you're building the chit chat and all the crafting together. So each one of these classes is between an hour and 2 hours, depending on just how much work and how involved it is. But the whole point is we're going to get to the end of those 2 days and you're all going to line up all your cards along the front and you're going to take a picture of everything you've done and you are going to be so blooming proud of how you've done, and you're going to look at that and think, I did that. I made that. I learned how to do all of these cards. That's the big difference is, if you've never tried flower forming foam because you've thought, you know what, I don't know if I can justify spending $30 on a kit to get started on flower forming foam.
Or shaker cards.
Or shaker cards, or glitter paste, or 3D decoupage, or embossing folders, or doing dies and embossing folders, or on watercolours, or on alcohol pens. Doesn't matter. You are paying, if you take out the cost of the kit, it's working out at $8 a class. Now, I know you sometimes look and think, well, how's she making any money there? What's the catch? What's the thing, right? This, for me, we always ran Craftaganza. It wasn't about being a commercial thing. It was about getting our customers to connect with us in a more deeper and meaningful way. So we do this. It'll probably be a little bit loss-making if I'm being really honest by the time we've flushed the whole thing through. But I know that I'm going to end up with a few thousand people who are so in love with my company at the end of this. They are going to keep coming back.
You're building your brand, and that's really that's what we all want to do, right? We want to be more successful, but we also want to do it the right way, and that's what you do. You always do things that way. It's always done the right way. Involve people, make them part of it. You know, when you go to a store, you pick something off a shelf. There's nobody there to tell you what to do. There's nobody there to hold your hand, and half the time you'll talk yourself out of it because you'll be like, I don't need it. But when you're with people like people that love what you're doing, or as you said, if you're just alone and you want to have people to do it with, the classes are going to be amazing to be able to do that. We only have about 30 seconds left. I'm looking up. We've only got about 600 left of single ship, which single ship gets you all the lessons and it gets you all the great stuff, about $80 worth of stuff, in addition to the $80 worth of classes. But if you want auto ship, that is going to be the first to go. Sara, would you go through it one more time? Because we have our auto ship thingy up there
What you do is, this is your July. This is 21st and 22nd of June, right? Your first auto ship doesn't come till October. So in October, it's going to be delivered, but that is going to be your October, November, December class. We do one class a month, get the gang back together, right? Then in December, you'll get sent the classes for January, February, March. And in March, you'll get sent the classes for April, May, June. And then in June, you'll get sent the classes for July, August, September next year. So all the time, we're sending you, it's so that you don't have to pay $3.95 every month to get them. We'll send it in 3 goes, but you're paying $49.95 for the 3 classes. So it's working out $16, $17 a class, just like what you do. It's the same price as what we've got in the today's special. It's just you go to pay that in kind of quarterly installments. And if you don't like it, you can just stop the auto ship. But if you don't get in it today, you'll never ever have the chance to get in that program.
And I love that they get to see you and your team in a different light too.
Get to hang out with us.
They get to see you hang.
Get to hang out with us.
Rather than this little, you know, we do 30 minutes and that's it, right? Well, you're going to get to hang with the best in the business.
All weekend.
You're wonderful.
Oh,
I never get to see her.
Oh, you look so good in lavender.
I wear the collar.
Tell me you're still going to be living in lavender.